Hey guys, welcome to World of Tanks. Today we have, well, I can't tell you that the best replays in the world because, well, they're not. I'm just going to be straight up. These are awful, awful replays. They were sent in to me with the caption, "This is what not to do." And to me, they're a great learning opportunity for all of you guys because today I get to show you two very common mistakes made in World of Tanks. The first one being made by Admiral Chester here in the T26E5. So already you can see a massive mistake. He's pushing down the flank with the IS-6 and the T26E5. Hang on, that's it. That's everyone. Where's the rest of his team gone? They're right north. Oh, okay. So first mistake is that they're still pushing, and the T26C5P has already left them alone, maybe because he realizes that this flank is lost and he wants to save his own skin. But then they make the same mistake again in that he leaves the IS-6. Now, in and of itself, going down an a flank where you're obviously going to be outnumbered is not a good idea. But then splitting off so that you're all, literally every one of any people who went there is isolated, that's probably the one thing you could do that's even worse. Now, as soon as he starts taking fire here, I'm not sure if it's lag or not, I don't think so, he's got 20 something ping. He doesn't get straight into cover, and that WZ which is shooting at him has, a fast enough reload that he can shoot him again. Luckily he doesn't, and the IS-6 then puts a shot to him. He bounces the Tiger, but at this point it doesn't matter, he's taking shots at every angle, and he's already dead. That was always going to happen. Look how many tanks are north on this map, up around, that D4-5 area. Look at how many tanks have already pushed to the 7-8 line, and look at how many tanks are down south, both red and orange. Red just went all the way down south. If Admiral Chester was smart, what he might have done is stick around maybe the E1-2 line and just, or even slightly further, and scout for those TDs. He should not have pushed all the way into an area where he can't get supporting fire from the TDs. What that meant was he was left basically defenseless. He had no friends left because he and the IS-6 were both isolated, and they just, at that point, they stood no chance. You shouldn't always push down a flank in World of Tanks is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes, if you're in that sort of position, the best thing you can do is stay back and just scout for the team and wait for them to push north, because if that many people have gone the other way to you, chances are they're going to experience success, because it's just through sheer weight of numbers they're going to succeed. So if you wait for them to push around, that gives you a much better chance of being able to win that game. Right, so now we're going to move on to a replay in everyone's favorite tank, the M3 Lee. Okay, so first thing you guys are going to notice straight away in this replay is that Admiral Chester, who is again being featured in this replay, has no intention of focusing on anything besides looking at how cool his tank looks against the dark grey sky. Now what the fault of this is he's not analysing what tanks are on the enemy team or where he needs to go. He's just decided, okay, look, my tank is cool looking. Now, if he had been looking at the team list, which is what I would recommend everyone does before a game, he'd see, okay, there is some dangerous tank destroyers on the enemy team who are probably going to be on the ridge up where he's going, and there's also some scouts in the form of the Panzer 38NA, the M5 Stuart, the ELC AMX, who can fire upon him, as well as many other tanks, such as the enemy M3 Lees, the M4s, all tanks who can easily put shots into him, and by that point he'll be dead. But he decides, okay, I'll brave it. And here is where a situational awareness should come into play. He should see the M5 Stuart pushing. Now an M5 Stuart is a scout. He's going to spot him, and he's not behind a bush, so as soon as the M5 Stuart sees him, he's vulnerable to anyone on that ridge because he fired, and look, he's dead. What a surprise. He was susceptible to all that fire. He only had a bush between him and the enemy, and in some cases the enemy could see him without the bush there. So, lesson number 2 for today's video is make sure you check your team lists, make sure you know what you're going up against, and don't play too aggressive. Make sure you're aware that if there's danger, you pull back, because surviving the game is much more important than getting a single shot off on an enemy. Until next time, folks, hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I'll catch you next time. Peace!